If there's one reality in our world, it's that sex work is one of the oldest professions of all time. Sex is basically a part of our society at this point, and with the online takeover seen over the past few decades, it's beginning to look like this career choice is becoming more and more widely available. It's the age-old law of supply and demand. A higher demand of sex work and the rise of networks such as OnlyFans only fuel the hordes of love-deprived consumers willing to pay in the thousands to live out their dreams. But where the hell does cryptocurrency come into this? It's easy to get lost in the amount of misinformation being spread around the world now. Anyone can say anything and have it publicated to thousands and thousands of listeners who would blindly believe them. But the reality of online sex work is that it's fairly unreliable practice, with bank accounts in danger with every service brought and lives being threatened because the law is being unfairly carried out. So clearly, it's not the sustainable practice it's being painted out to be. So why is Bitcoin here to solve all of these problems seen with online cam work? Well, yes and no in the case of Ali Ray. It definitely did for the short-term millionaire mother. You see, Bitcoin offers an easier solution, a more direct way to consume this sexually provocative content that's widely loved by the masses. It's a commissionless, direct transfer with no chargeback, which simply makes it easier for both parties to participate. Sexual content creators can use these cryptocurrency services to avoid getting banned, just as Ali Ray, the nurse-turned-adult star, did when she made over $1.3 million in only 1 year using crypto. Ali's career started in the early years of crypto, way back in 2014. She had begun experimenting using adult websites and camgirling services, consisting of charging people online to put on a show. But naturally, debit providers and transferring services such as Venmo, PayPal, and Square Cash banned her because of the type of content she was selling. And this started the rise of Bitcoin in the adult film industry. Ali praised Bitcoin because of simply how much more reliable it was to use and how easy getting paid was. And she describes this freedom many people today share in terms of cryptocurrencies and assets, such as watching it go up and down and deciding if she should cash it out. In her words, this cash was irreversibly hers, and this liberating truth in terms of online and even in-person sex work paved the way for big changes in the industry forever. As it stands right now, a lot of forms of traditional sex work is legal. Anything from being a masseuse, stripper, to even an escort is legal. The only really illegal aspect of the popular types of sex work is direct money for sex. And now, with the rising importance of cryptocurrency in our society nowadays, a lot more escorts explicitly say in ads that their rates are carried out in Ethereum or Bitcoin, with charges as high as $1,000 to $11,000. This new development in the market, just as with its online counterpart, only makes this transaction, and therefore the whole market, even more profitable and low-key. And the story of Ali Ray and the OnlyFans controversy online shows how only a little bit of education can change one's life around. It was only a year ago during last August that Ali Ray had no concept of cryptocurrency. But as with many online adult content creators, common methods such as PayPal and Venmo weren't meeting her requirements, as transactions on the multi-million-dollar platform OnlyFans would notoriously get flagged for sexual content. This kept happening time and time again, which had drove OnlyFans, the notorious sexual market for adult content creators, to try and ban all sexual posting. And this did not pan out well for the community. After days and days of backlash from not only the 130 million users, but from around the internet, the ban was lifted. But banks and monetary managing services in the forms of Venmo, PayPal, and the sort still wouldn't budge from their stance on an anti-sexual content. And then, enter cryptocurrency. Ali Ray, current mother of 4 and nurse in Boston, was caught in this ordeal with OnlyFans and needed a new way to carry out purchases. She took Actio and in a very few short weeks had taught herself the basics and essentials of cryptocurrency, and had even set up a wallet. And her next step, which kickstarted her journey from well-off mother to millionaire, she had only gone and launched her own website called Wetspace, an adult-powered platform which had integrated cryptocurrency support. This, with a small team of developers, made profits quick to come by, And with a small investment of $1 million for Ali herself, Wetspace was the platform when it came to adult content. And this internet-based service could never fall off the curb, as now it has even begun to support NFT integration. These non-fungible tokens can act as online pieces of value, and can be virtually anything, and are exclusively purchased with crypto, such as Ethereum or Bitcoin. And this can be videos or pictures of these adult stars. But it's only a reaction to being rejected by the common payment method, as almost all of the influencers interviewed by CNBC had talked about the practice of platform hopping, which is changing their type of transaction time and time again, as there were huge consequences from payments being declined to the accounts of these adult stars being shut down. So this transition into the world of crypto is purely reactionary. However, the benefits are huge. As we discussed earlier, sex work is much more easily performed online. Using these currencies as transactions are quick and discreet, and the payout is artificially bigger as there is no commission from big subscription services like OnlyFans or more dedicated, less diverse platforms of this kind, like Strip Chat. And responses to this ban have been unsavory. Many adult stars have voiced their hatred towards this US policy, as it doesn't stop the sorts of deals it's supposed to, but only hinders the lives of honest workers. It doesn't combat sexual trafficking as much as it ruins career choices for many aspiring performers. All this sounds good and all, but as with anything, there's another side to this coin. This crackdown on sexual trafficking is threatening the livelihoods of sex workers, as heavy stigmatization means they can't get a job in any other industry, not even the most accessible, such as civil service or fast food workers. And for sex workers around the world, Bitcoin represents a turning of events, a time where workers can be paid for their work without being punished for it. But contrary to what the media would have you believe, digital sex work isn't nearly as lucrative as was advertised with these overnight millionaires. The harsh reality of this line of work is that a lot of the time in this post-pandemic society, people are more than 90% less willing to hand over their cryptocurrency when compared to their money with a constant value. See, the reality is, while cryptocurrency is the most reliable source of income for these internet stars, it's the far more valuable and dangerous alternative to the average consumer, as it is so much more volatile than normal digital money could ever be. And with the short-term nature of cryptocurrency markets, new buyers might want to hold on to their hard-earned cryptocurrency, as adult stars had to groom buyers into using crypto. However, this is only selective. Mistress Nikki, an online adult entertainment personality, has pointed out how little her business has been affected by the ups and downs of the cryptocurrency market. So maybe it's different for each performer. Maybe the key to online crypto supremacy is having the most loyal fans, such as Ali Ray, who was propelled into the limelight and built her $1.3 million empire. All in all, we can see the development of these new cryptocurrencies have revolutionized the plane of sex work worldwide. It has made earning so much easier for stars, but that earning is questionable, as many cannot hold a stable income off of their online presence. But in some very rare cases, you can strike gold and be able to retire in your early 30s, like Ali Ray, the young adult entertainment star.